one of the most populous sunrise viewing point close to Bangalore, and this crowd does justify why it's totally worth to come here and watch the sunrise. Hi, I'm Chitra and you are watching Masalabox Travel. Today we are heading to a weekend destination from Bangalore. The most populous weekend getaway, I would say, Nandi Hills. Nandi Hills is so close to Bangalore that come weekend every biker takes their bike and heads there. It's been more than a decade since I've been to Nandi Hills. Just because I'm not a great fan of crowd. But this time I found a way to beat the crowd and watch the sunrise there. It's a simple secret recipe to avoid the crowd. Stay overnight at Nandi Hills. KSTDC has Hotel Mayura Pine Nandi Hills atop the hills, and they have quite a few rooms that you can choose from and stay overnight at the hills. This way, you can beat all the crowd and catch up the sunrise as early as starting at 5:30. There is no need for you to wait below the hills for the gate to open and rush along with the crowd to reach the top. Nandi Hills has a lot of history associated with it and also a natural source of many of the perennial rivers flowing through Karnataka. But I'm going to concentrate more on the spectacular sunrise that I saw and the room review of the Mayura Pine Top. So this is the first room option that I got to see. This is the hill viewed room from where you get a direct view of the sunrise. And it's a panoramic view of the sunrise. But the cost of this room was around 8,000 and it totally did not do any justice. So I moved on to explore the Gandhi Nilaya block, which is the newest block constructed at Nandi Hills. In fact, when I had called up KSTDC before booking, they said you can always come in, look at the rooms and then decide. So there is also a villa suite in Nehru Nilaya. There are some private cottages that they have constructed. And then comes this newest block which is just opposite Gandhi Nilaya. The Gandhi Nilaya also has rooms, but I believe it's set aside for VIPs. So this is the new block, Gandhi Nilaya New Block. And this is the preview of the room. The room is pretty spacious. It follows the template of any other KSTDC hotel. I also have review of KSTDC Mayura Srirangapatna hotel in my channel, and I'll leave a link in the description. Please do check out as well. So this, considering it's a newer block, it is a lot more clean and has a fresh look. Has twin beds or double beds as you would call it. There are ample furniture, place to keep your luggage, comfortable enough washroom, and the balcony kind of opens up to the hillside, but this is slightly away from the sunrise. However, you do get to see the horizon but not particularly the sunrise, but this view is good enough. And this is Gandhi Nilaya Deluxe block, which was around 4,000 or 4,500 that I paid. The good part of staying atop the hill, you get to hang out on this view well late into the evening. Once all the crowd has died out, the last bus has left atop the hill and people have been asked to go away from the hill and the gates have been locked. You still get to see the sunset by standing atop the hill. Watch slowly the golden light turn into bickering bulbs and tube lights at the bottom, and suddenly the sun completely vanishes, leaving behind a blanket of dark night and nothing else. And as the night falls, there are a million stars, both at the ground and in the sky. It's wonderful to walk through, though you feel the chillness of the night because you are atop the hill. So it was a perfect hill getaway, or the cold weekend getaway that I was looking for too. We had set the alarm at 5 a.m., but when we woke up, I could already see the horizon line formed. Oh my god, we rushed to find a spot. Everyone who were staying there were trying to find a spot. The good part is the residents have allotted spots where the crowd is not allowed. It took a good half an hour to 45 minutes for me to shoot that time lapse which I showed in 30 seconds. It was ecstatic. It was a cold, cold winter morning. The sun was just coming up. The gates have opened. The crowd has gathered on the crowd section, and everyone were going or cheering for the sunrise to happen. When eventually the sun broke out from the horizon and came up, it was the most beautiful moment that all of us were trying to capture, some in our memories, some through our soul, and some through the camera. I would like to add that no filter has been used here. That's the magic of Nandi Hills. It starts with this nice golden hue sunrise and it breaks into a Milky Way sea of clouds. The last time I saw such a sunrise was in Kodaikanal, but even there, this clouds formation was not there. It was a nice horizon breaking sunrise, which is equally worth watching. And me being not a morning person, this was truly out of the world for me. By 8:30 the crowd starts to trickle in and you see a lot more people trying to find space. So this is the view that I showed in front of that hill view cottage. So you see this person they have allotted so that no crowd gets in, and you can also come here and sit for a panoramic view of the sunrise and the clouds. So these are some of the benefits you get by staying here. You get your own personal space, no crowd trying to push you away from getting a good picture or enjoying the sunrise. Lot of solitude just for you. People were pretty much clamoring and standing everywhere to get a good view of the sunrise, and also were pushing and pulling each other so they could get a view of themselves. Clearly, this barricade was not supposed to be crossed, and it has written in many places, but nobody bothered about it because they wanted a picture of themselves with the clouds. So that's what everyone was doing, breaking the rules. Of course, it's totally not safe because the other side seemed to be like a cliff. I would not do that, and I would recommend you also to not do that. The more the crowd pours in, the more I want to run back to my balcony. because I'm not a fan of crowd. And moreover, Nandi Hills has 2 to 3 temples atop. There is Yoganandeshwara, which is the biggest, and two or three other smaller shrines. But the crowd continue to play very high-pitched Bluetooth speakers, songs, and the beauty of this peaceful morning goes away with all the speakers. So the divine bell sounds from the temple just gets replaced. One of the good parts is no plastic bottles are allowed. They have a kiosk to refill your bottle, or they sell this water bottle itself along with the water, so you reuse it. The only drawback I found is they don't have a separate breakfast section for the residents, and breakfast is not included as part of the package if you stay. You have to get your food from the common canteen, which gets extremely crowded in the morning. Of course, some of the waiters recognize you from the previous night and try to find you a space, but it would have been nice if there is a breakfast counter for the residents also, because there is plenty of rooms in Nandi Hills and there are plenty of folks. This is Nehru Nilaya, and this also has some of the suite rooms that families had occupied. Also, if you have your own vehicle, they let you atop the hill. Otherwise, you have to get down at the gate and take a bus or walk up the hill. So, if you have your vehicle, you are good to come all the way to the room. After a quick breakfast and relaxing walk, refreshed myself and came to Yoganandeshwara Temple. So, atop the hill, it is Yoganandeshwara. Which means Shiva is in a meditative state, and down the hill there is a Boganandeshwara temple where he's happy, he's married, so you have a beautiful Kalyana Mandapa in the temple and so forth. Yeah, so this is a mythology that revolves around these Nandi Hills as well. So there is a spiritualism involved here. It's definitely not a touristy temple, because a lot of people come to party at Nandi Hills and enter the temple with a similar vibe or the same vibe. My humble request to not do that. It was getting hot and it was time to check out. Bye bye Nandi Hills. Hope to see you soon. If you liked this video and found it informative, please do give it a thumbs up, follow or subscribe to my channel, and please do share Masala Box Travel amongst your friends. See you until next video.